IPA, a key player in driving foreign investment in Cameroon, is one of the strategic partners of this event. And with me, I have Mr. Tamungang Emmanuel, the Director of Investment Promotion at this institution. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
It's a pleasure for us to have you here today.
The pleasure is ours as the IPA to be partners to this very important event, the first of its kind, organized by the Okwelians, to bring together stakeholders to see how we can cross roads to ensure that Cameroon effectively grows through a sustainable and inclusive growth.
I will actually ask you what motivated IPA to, partnership with this thing on this particular event.
As a matter of fact, the IPA has as missions to work with public and private institutions and administrations to see how to contribute towards an improvement of Cameroon's investment environment. And besides our roles of investment promotion, investment facilitation, or policy advocacy, we try how we can partner with key stakeholders with whom we can address issues that could help improve in Cameroon's business climate. And effectively, the team and more precisely the think tank, the Okwelians, have developed a very interesting forum wherein we can reflect, brainstorm, network with persons, and together come up with sustainable solutions to see how, in a coherent manner, we can each bring in our own contribution to improving Cameroon's investment plan.
I want to know so far what concrete measures is Cameroon implementing to enhance its attractiveness to foreign investors?
Already within the framework of the Investment Charter of 2002, which defines Cameroon's political will to promote investments, we have three key activities that have been put in place by the government to ensure or to make Cameroon attractive and conducive for investments. We have promotion, we have facilitation, and we have support to investors. And talking of these three different aspects, the IPA as the Investment Promotion Agency over the years has been very devoted to ensure that these incentives are being put in place to investors. And it's in this regard that we happen to always participate or organize events, be it within or out of Cameroon. And during these events, it could be forums, it could be conferences. We have the opportunity to promote Cameroon's brand image and to also present to investors the assets and opportunities which Cameroon offers to these investors. Besides that, we have a handful of facilitation activities which we offer, like we receive investors and orient them, organize appointments for them to meet key officials or project promoters or even other businessmen who could help them establish themselves. We also grant incentives. We're speaking here of tax and custom incentives within the framework of the law of 18 April 2013, which lays incentives for private investments. And these incentives also enable companies to easily establish themselves in Cameroon for a period of 5 years and even up to 15 years. Just to say that the incentive framework is one of the best, the more attractive in sub-Saharan Africa. Besides of that, what we do is also we have a data bank of investment projects which we share out to investors so they can identify possible opportunities that they could grab so as to have a return on investment in Cameroon. And in all of this, we try to also identify key issues which these investors might have, and we address these issues to the government through policy advocacy so that together, or the government could put in place measures to ensure that these investors have the best Cameroon experience.
And now in all these, what are the sectors that hold the highest potential to drive Cameroon's economy?
Cameroon is one of its kind. Everything happens in Cameroon. We have everything. We are diversified, be it as a person, as a people, be it as the resources which we have. And it's very difficult to say that we have key sectors which can drive, because
no agriculture, no culture. Okay.
Every sector has its potential.
Okay.
But notwithstanding, the government has identified key sectors under the National Development Strategy, which we're trying to portray and which we're trying to attract investors. As you already said, you spoke of agriculture and the agro industry, which is the backbone of Cameroon. And we can come to realize that if you look at Cameroon's trade balance, we have a serious deficit because we consume what we don't produce and we produce what we don't consume. And most of these products are agricultural products. So the very first opportunity for investors is to see how they can reduce the deficit by producing to satisfy local demand and even exporting to our markets of Central Africa and Nigeria, which is a very huge potential. The next one is energy. I want to remind you that Cameroon has the second hydroelectric potential in Africa,
Yeah.
for example. And
Unfortunately,
hydroelectric energy is a very interesting sector in Cameroon, but we also have various energy potentials, be it in the solar energy, be it in thermal energy. We have a significant potential which we can exploit. The third sector, which is diverse and which also has a very important role to play even in our development, is infrastructure. Because we speak of energy, so for you to invest, you need energy. But besides energy, we need the infrastructures, the required infrastructures we need for everything to happen. The road infrastructures to transport all of the goods, the energy infrastructures to ensure that it's distributed equally to Cameroonians and to all the industries. The telecom infrastructures to ensure that communication goes to the hinterlands and effectively we progressively can achieve or adapt ourselves to the new trend, industrial revolution, which is the IT revolution. So not to drag us much, I'll say these are three key sectors which are being addressed by the government.
talk about energy,
Infrastructure.
agriculture, infrastructure, right?
Exactly.
Now, stepping out of this first edition of the Okwelians Summit 2025, what can we say about this event? What can we keep in our mind about this event, your partner?
It's one of its kind which we haven't yet seen everywhere. It's one of its kind where we have the best scientific brains, the best brains. We have the top-notch investors in Cameroon who are present. We have networks. We have and what all the activities show a degree of inclusiveness among all the sectors. Is building a melting pot between all sectors coming to one, and it's very interesting because it's been driven by youths. Yes, I think the Okwelians are doing a very good job. For a first edition, it's a wonderful success, and we want to, the IPA, through its general manager, wants to congratulate the Okwelians for this job. And we look forward to a subsequent partnership with Okwelians.
That was the last question I was going to ask. If you can count on IPA for the next edition or other activities of the think tank.
We are all actors to development, and for us to move on, we need to move on together. So the IPA is always ready to work and collaborate with other colleagues.
Thanks a lot, Mr. Tamungang, for answering to all our questions. Looking forward to an amazing collaboration between IPA and the think tank, the Okwelians.
The pleasure is all mine, and on the behalf of the Director General, we wish to appreciate the wonderful organization and to call on investors as well to always come on the IPA in aspects relating to their facilitation and support so as to ensure your steady investment in our country.